Well, welcome to part 3 of Steve's Giant Bean Plant at another location in fine Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's the first full day of fall, and I want to show off my single one bean plant that I have over here in this neighborhood over here. It's a neighbor that I help out, and I have two plants, one over here and one in the next yard. We're going to start with this one first, and it all began with this one plant, one seed right here, one single seed, and that we have, and that was planted on May 11th, and now we have this. You get the idea of the height. This is a Milwaukee bungalow house here. The rain gutter is 12 feet high. That's standard. This is an 8-foot ladder here. Okay. I'm going to climb up this ladder and see. It looks like it's about 10 feet high, as you can see. It's about a couple of feet below the rain gutter. And when I stand on this step, I'm at eye level pretty much right here, which means it's 5 feet. I'm 5 feet at eye level here. Now we count the steps down here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm on the 5th step. So 5 plus 5, 10 feet. We have a 10-foot plant here. Okay, I'll get this ladder out of the way. And now, as you can see how wide, it just wanted to grow. I'm actually growing it on close line poles. And there's clothesline poles in here on each side and in the middle, and that's what it's climbing on. And as we can see, it's wide. It's so wide, it's way beyond my arm's reach here. So I go like this from the house all the way on this way. It just goes. It just wants to go, and this way, it's so aggressive. It's going on the chain link fence here. Now we can get a closer look at this thing. I want to prove it that this is one plant. So let's come in here, take a look in here. One single plant. We are going to go and look closely in here. Maybe I'll grab the camera briefly here. I'm going to get way in here. And there is the plant right there. One single plant. There's nothing else around it. It's just a chain link fence back there. It's a little corner here. And that's the source of it. There's nothing else in here. One plant. It's just gone out of control. Now we can look closely here and we can see the beans, and take a good close look at the beans over here. You can see these. Look at all the beans that are growing on them over here. I harvest about a good 4 or 5 pounds of beans every 4 days off this one plant, just like the same one at the other plant that I demonstrated in part 1. They're all over here, up here, all the way up to the top. And we can see all the way up to the top. Lots of beans. Same here. Check this out. I'm going to be harvesting them today, and we're going to see how much we get after the end here. All right, let's come around here. We're going to go in the next yard by my friend's house. And we'll take a look at it from the back. This is really the only way to do it, because otherwise it's hard to climb over a chain link fence that's 4 feet high. Okay, now we are in the yard behind the bean plant. So here we go. And look, goes all the way down the fence, almost halfway down to the garage, all the way up here, and of course 10 feet in height. Check that out. Out of control, one out of control plant. Now there's another plant that I have in this yard, one single bean plant also, right down here in the yard. Not quite as big, but very nice. So here's the other one right here. As you can see, this one here is about almost up to the top of the window. If I stand on this AC, which is about 2.5 feet high, plus my height, 6 feet would be here, plus 2.5. That's 8.5 already, plus a little more. It's about a good 9 feet, if not a little more. Now we can come in here. We look at all the beans here. It's crazy. Lots of beans here, all around. They're due to be picked. Now we're going to take a look down here, and I prove it that this is also one single plant. It's easier to see on this one. And now we can look closer in here. And now let me get way in here and see what we have. There it is, one plant. It's almost like 1 inch in diameter, the stalk, the trunk. Nothing else. It's all open space back there. One plant. Beans galore. And the secret is the same as I did on the bean plant in part 1. I mix it with lots of compost, which I transport from my location to bring over here. Plenty of compost, and then I mix it with lots of play sand and peat moss. And those 3 components in the soil seem to do wonders to make plants of this magnitude. So now we got an overview. One plant which is really, really big, and the other one here which is near record size, at least near record territory for my standards. If I only knew if this was an all-time record in the United States, or maybe at least in Milwaukee or in Wisconsin, please let me know. You can email me at therealstevensgalecki at yahoo.com. That would be the real, TherealStevensgalecki at yahoo.com. Let me know if you can beat these bean plants of this magnitude. So now what I'm going to do, I am going to get ready to harvest these beans, and we're going to see how much I get, and then in part 4 I'm going to demonstrate how much I actually got off of this plant and how much I got off of that plant, and I'm going to all have them loaded into a 5-gallon bucket and a 2-gallon container, and we'll see how much we get here. So stay tuned for part 4, which will be coming soon. I want to thank the camera girl for making this video possible. Her name is Lynn. Thank you very much, and that'll do it for this video, and see you in part 4.